Hi guys, Julie here from Renovating Made Easy with an update on what we've been doing today. So I started the day here at 8 o'clock meeting my first trade to start getting quotes. Got this piece of wood taken off the wall. We see that there's asbestos behind there, so don't really want to disturb that wall if possible. Just patch it up. So my main thing was that I wanted him to quote on taking out this wall, which is actually going to turn into quite an expensive thing because the ceiling height in the lounge room is different to the ceiling height in the kitchen. I had an engineer give us a report on the sort of beams and stuff that we need. There's a fair bit that needs to happen inside the roof, which also means if we knock out this wall, then obviously I said the two ceiling heights, and we need to get rid of the cornices. We need to probably put in new ceilings, so quite an expensive exercise. So then I asked the question, what about if we just have some sort of bulkhead with a beam across here coming down 300 from the corners, so that there's like a bit of a bulkhead but it's still opened up. He still said it's a pretty big job, and do I really want to spend the money? Will I get the return? Which is a really good question, always a good question to ask. I like to ask, will it, if I spend 5,000, will it bring me back 10,000, like 2-to-1 return when I spend money? So I was actually okay with just leaving these arches in. I know arches are actually in fashion at the moment, so they're not too offensive, I don't think, and it sort of opens up. It is like half open between the lounge room and the kitchen, so it's not like it's a really closed in space. So then I rang my agent that I would consider selling the property with. She suggested that it would be a good idea to get rid of the wall, so then I was back to that option. Then I spoke to some other guys that came in to give me quotes on different bits and pieces, and they said that they can do this wall as long as I get my engineer's new drawings for how it will look. So then I was back to thinking, yes, we'll get rid of the wall. And then I had someone else in this afternoon and they said, why would you spend money getting rid of that wall? So I'm pretty much back to square one where I was at about 9 o'clock this morning. Haven't actually made a decision yet. I'll be just weighing it all up probably over the next 24 hours to come up with a decision. What else? Then I've got my kitchen layout done, but what that means is that this aircon needs to be moved 200 mil to the right, and that to do that is $500. So I'm just thinking, do I really want to spend $500 moving an aircon 200 mil? What difference will it make? Can I still fit a range hood in there? Which the answer is no, I can't. So I thought that was the only option, but then I've come back to thinking, well, what about if we actually redesign the kitchen altogether? Instead of having the tall pantry over there, just have the oven back there where it was and put the cooktop on top, move the sink along so that it's compliant, far enough away from the gas cooktop, and then have a pantry over this side, in which case I wouldn't need to move this aircon. So that's now, when I get home, I will be looking at the kitchen plan and seeing how I could make that work. So just a few things to sort of get my head around today. It's been a pretty long day of all this, only to come to the end of the day. It's nearly 5 o'clock and not really have many decisions made, although I have had a few quotes in, so that's okay. Had a tiler in, he can rip up these tiles for me and put some new ones down, so that's okay. Yeah, but there's guys that want to do a lot of odd jobs around. They can fix these louvers for me, they reckon, so that's also a good outcome. And yeah, I just thought I'd let you know just about it. Seems like I've spent a full day and I really don't know what I'm doing with this wall or this kitchen. But anyway, when I come to you next week, hopefully I'll have some good solutions, and I'll have a clear plan moving forward again. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.